Well, good morning, everybody. Once again, no script. Trying to be relatively brief with this. And we have the news that Ginsburg has died, who was on the Supreme Court of the United States. Some people are going berserk over this. I've noticed this on one of the Bolt supporters group, for example. A woman was driving her car and going totally berserk over the news. It's some American woman. And using the F word rather profusely, shall we say. But what is it going to mean to the United States and the world anyway? Now, this Ginsburg woman was what they call in the United States a so-called progressive and liberal. The word liberal, by the way, means exactly the opposite in Australia of what it does in the United States. A liberal in Australia would be equivalent to Republican in the United States, by the way. Well, what it's going to mean is that Donald Trump will appoint a conservative woman, and keep your fingers crossed, you guys out there, for stirring. A black conservative woman would be fantastic to replace Ginsburg. And then you say, oh, well, what does that mean? Well, simple. First of all, I think when there is a case comes before the court next year, I guess there will be one, it will overturn the current abortion on demand situation. There are millions of babies aborted, and what else can I say about that? There's multiple millions of people aborted. They're people. She's giving birth to, it's like one of those pop quizzes. When a woman's pregnant, what is she pregnant with? Oh, let's see, you've got three choices. A peach? No. Cat? No. Son or daughter? Oh, B. It's a son or a daughter, isn't it? Human life, man. So, gonna kill that? You bet, in America they do. Now, that'll change completely. Abortion will be abolished, other than the most extreme cases. And you would say, well, whoa, how extreme? What would you mean by that? They do ultrasound, and they find out that the fetus has got no hands and no arms and legs, shall we say. Okay, that's a situation that you could abort that. That's like fair enough in a way. You could draw a line on that. Or a person has been raped and has got pregnant through the result of a rape. Perhaps they could say that. But everything else, in other words, more than 99% of abortions would be outruled. So it's got to be a good advance. Now, people criticise Donald Trump, and understandably, but there was also a book out just very recently. I came across it by a senior pastor in the United States who doesn't like Donald Trump, but who said, I believe that God has ordained him to be president and to win the election in 2020, in the next few weeks. Now, we'll see in the next few weeks whether that's right or wrong. And any of you who remember Hillary Clinton, with her mouth wide open like that, and her eyes bugging out when she lost in 2016, will think, oh, gee, she was about six points or even 8 points ahead in the polls. What happened to her? She's gone. Good old Uncle Joe Biden, who's getting dementia, and anyone could tell you he's going all right off his rocker. He'd be totally shocked if he didn't get elected. So be prepared for Donald Trump to win a second term. Then you can say he's ordained by God, or you're not, or if you think it's a coincidence, fine. Is it really? When you've got the woman who's just died, who's extreme leftist, has said President shouldn't appoint my replacement until after the election. Really? In other words, she's hoping that Joe Biden would win and would replace her with another so-called progressive liberal, in other words, extreme leftist person. Well, sorry guys, within a matter of days, Donald Trump will appoint the Conservative woman, probably, and 50-50 chance here, a black Conservative woman, and watch all of the muck hit the fan when all that happens. Anyway, it's just my thoughts on that, and you might laugh about it, that's fine, but I don't want any nasty comments, of course. I welcome civil and polite comments always. And look, I'm just throwing those ideas out there right now, guys. I'm just thinking, there's my thoughts on it.